Hello, sir. Got a level or no eat, no missiles, no rice. Hello, good morning. Welcome everybody. This is the regular schedule, boys. Past couple days I did more stream hours than normal. Now this is the normal schedule. You gotta check the time in the description. I just have more time. I was just more free than usual last week, so we did more. We did longer streams. Oh my god, everybody's at pigs now. All these pigs players can't even get a map now. Everybody at pigs. The advertisement is working, boys. Tell people to go pigs. People are pigs now. Look at this. Everybody have pigs. I gotta find a new map now, boys. Oh, this one is it's available. It's okay. These other maps. I don't think this map is good for corsair anyway. It's that they don't jump high enough. Yeah, like they don't jump high enough. Like I can't get up there. I mean I could, but it's kind of like time sensitive. Uh, we'll see though. I might change maps. I might try Site 4. Actually, no, I can't try Site 4. Site 4 is that they're too low. They're too high level. I'm only 180, so like for every 10 levels higher, like my damage goes down dramatically. Like it's not just like small cut, it's like a big cut. And Site 3 and Site 4, they're higher level than the pigs, right? So you see Site 3 is 196 and this is one and then Site 4 is 196. So like pigs is 192. So it's like pigs is way easier because of the level difference. But if anything, I might do trees, because trees is 190, so they're probably a lot more manageable than pigs. Once I get like 185, I could probably do pigs, because right now it is like pigs is like very high level, so I can't one shot them. So the thing about level is that like when you're way under level, you have to get more stats like this. Like 4K is not enough, right, for high level monsters. So in this case, you could either get more stats or get higher level. So it depends on your budget, right? So in this case, I don't have the budget to get more stats. So like then I could either look for a new map or just kill them slower. In this case is it's gonna take me 2 hits to kill them. But once I finish this quest line, I should at least get a level. So it's not too bad. I will be 181. I just need to find a map to do my quest. Man, there's too many people, boys. Where did all these evil come from? What the fuck? Man, I just want to do my quest. Oh, I found one. Yeah, see, like, I can't one shot these. It's gonna take me 2 hits. See that? But once I get like 185, I could one shot these. How much NISO you earn in 1 hour? It's about 140K because there's a lot more bots now. So there's less NISOs for everybody because of bots. If 10 levels higher than pigs, it reduce NISO and EXP. Yes, correct. You have to be within 10 levels. You'll reduce damage as well. If you're higher level, then you get increased damage. If you're lower level, you get reduced damage, reduced EXP, and reduced NISOs. That's why you want to kill monsters within your level range. How many hours take 140, 200? I would say 70 hours, give or take. If you're efficient, it's like 70 hours. Also depends on your gear. You should, if you have like 50 million gear, 70 hours, I would say that's like pretty fair to assume. You can probably do it less, if you're focused. But, I can't focus. So, for me, it's like 70 hours. Yeah, pure training. You don't do quests. Are you currently transitioning to the corsair job? No, corsair is for Legion. I'm doing Legion, boys. Scrappy Yard is heal too. You gotta go to heal too. Right. Tomorrow we should get past tomorrow. There might be an event shop. For the event shop, if it's something that me and my friends discuss about it, we don't know yet, but we think there's a way for a lot of free to play to make some money off of it. But I'm not gonna say it now because I don't know if our guess is correct. But if it is correct, I will either make a video or I will live stream it, and I'll tell you guys how to make money using abusing event shops. Yeah, so just look forward to that. If I live stream it, then I'll make a video. I will cut out the video from live stream like 2 days later. Yeah, so look forward to it. If tomorrow's maintenance is very long, then I'm not gonna cover it. But if the maintenance is short, uh, I'll be online and we could talk about it and talk about the patch notes. But we'll see though. We'll see what maintenance window they end up doing. I can't stay up all night because I do have to wake up in the morning to flip burgers, make money. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the timing is for the patch notes. But I think this patch potentially can make free to play players a lot of money, like more money than whales. If you want to prepare for it, I suggest you guys make a second account and a second wallet. Mm, but don't make too many wallets. If you make multiple wallets, you will get banned. Um, they have changed the TOS that they don't want you to spam accounts. They didn't tell us how much accounts you can make. But based on the beta, the beta's TOS says you allow 5 accounts. I don't know if they still allow 5 accounts. But for now, is I play 3 accounts and they don't care about me. So I say 3 accounts is safe. Anything more than three, you guys need to take the risk. But for now, I think 3 accounts is safe. If you want to prep for it, you need 3 accounts. You can make that, but don't make like all accounts in a single day. That's not allowed. You're only allowed to make 1 account a day. That's like it's very in the TOS. Yeah. So if you want to like prepare for it, you could make one today, make a sub account today. Yeah, and we'll see. Yeah, you can KYC all three, but you can't use the same ID. You're gonna have to use your wife, your sisters, your mother, your grandmother, and that will be fine. Just don't use the same ID. You'll get banned if you use the same ID. Hi, between Unchained, Vanilla, the fish, I wish you did the best piece by piece without any enhancement. Without any enhancement? Well, you're fucking rich then. If you're buying for enhancement, I mean, it would be CRA. You just get CRA then, like an Absol app. I mean, like you're being a degenerate, so just go full on degen. Get Absol Lab and CRA. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna judge you. If you open two game client, one PC at the same time, that's banned. You'll get banned for doing that. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. I know many people who have done that and they have all got banned. It's one game client per one PC. If you want to play, if you want to play 2 accounts using one PC, then you're gonna have to log out and then log back in on the second account. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to log on different accounts at the same time. You shouldn't do that unless you really have to. Just finish one account, you know, for the event quest, and then log out, and then log the second account, right? Maybe you don't even need a second account. Maybe it's character based, right? We gotta find out on patch day whether the events is character based or is it account based, right? Like for example, this check-in thing, this check-in event, this is character based. It's not account based, right? So you just need to create more characters, and it's better that way. I don't know if this new Hero Fiesta event, if it is character based or account based. If it's account based, we have to make more accounts. You should have 3 accounts in total. That's like the maximum. I don't know if that's the maximum, but I know 3 accounts will not get you banned. So you should have that. Um, if it's character based, then you don't need 3 accounts. You just need one account with many characters, right? So it's something that we find out tomorrow. Just wait until tomorrow, and then we could decide. We could talk about it. And I don't know how good the reward is for the event shop, right? You don't know that, so we have to analyze the event shop first before we see if it's worth it. What's best job to farm field and boss hunt? You mean like just average at both? Then it's marksman. You can do marksman. It's like pretty good at both, killing monsters and doing boss. That's probably marksman. Speed infusion is a passive. Is a skill that gives you one attack speed. I wouldn't. You don't really need it, honestly. I think speed infusion and sharp eye is on the glove. I believe. I think it's the glove. So you rather want to get you want to get sharp eye than speed infusion. Yeah, unfortunately about it, this is the actual stream schedule because the schedule is in the description. Just previous days, I just have more time, so I stream early. Hey, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, good luck with the 10K combo, man. I rage quit after last night. That was depressing, man. Holy shit. I can't believe I died, man. That was really sad. There is no Unchained polearm. There should be, no? If we do, so if we do this, and then we look for special raffle, the world raffle Unchained weapon, a spear, staff, two-handed sword, dagger, knuckle, one-handed sword, blunt. I think you're right. Hey, you're right. There is in the Unchained polearm. Hey, you're right. I didn't know that. That's good catch, sir. You're right. I did not even realize that. That's very interesting. Hello, sir. Good morning. Just log out. Wait like 2 minutes, and then log on using a second wallet on a different browser. That's like the best. One browser, one wallet. Uh, yeah, just do one wallet, one browser. I don't think changing VPN IP doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because um, like if you're in Europe, the European country, everybody use the same IP. Like in Europe, they don't believe in giving people a different IP. So everybody in Europe is literally sharing the IP's address anyway. So it's very difficult. They're not gonna like care that you're on the same IP address because the fact that you're on VPN, chances are a botter is really using your IP address anyway. So they're not gonna care about the same IP using multiple accounts. The only thing they cared is like they will know if you as a person made like 100 watts. They will know that because they could track your machine's identifier. They know your computer's address. What's boss rotation for 110? Check out the Corsair zero investment Corsair video. That's the boss rotation for 110. I mean, sorry, 140. The 140 boss rotation is just the Corsair video. Yeah, yes, sir. That's more than enough. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm not banned. If anything, I should be banned if that's like ban worthy. You guys see me. I change accounts all the time. Hello, sir. Good morning. Um, any any warrior class that could use Kaiserium is the Kaiserium specimen slot. That's better than Absolab. So you have to get Kaiserium. It's the amount of stats you give is too strong. No, if you guys look at the last interview by Keith, which is the current COO, he literally says he doesn't care that you're on VPN. He doesn't. They don't like the official company stance is they don't care that you're on VPN or you're accessing from restricted country. They only care that if you're a bot or not. And if the system knows you're not a bot, they're not going to do anything to you. They don't care. Like, obviously, if you create like 10 accounts, right, spam oats accounts, that's a problem. They will ban you for that, right? But if you're just a normal person with like one or two accounts, they're not going to care. Um, in terms of bots, it's just Fire Mage and Ice Light Mage. That's the two most popular bots they're using. I mean, yeah, I could do zero investment Corsair after pass, but it would be a very high level Corsair. So you're gonna have to keep in mind, cause this will be like level 180. If they give free cube next free, is it worth getting clean CRA? Yeah, yeah, you get a CRA weapon if they do free cube, but it depends on how many cubes they give. If it's just one cube, it's not worth it. They have to at least give 10 cubes to make it worth it. Otherwise, it's just a waste of your time and waste of your money. If you get banned for using macro, then you deserve it. You're botting. What do you mean if you get banned? If you get banned, you deserve it. Sorry, there's nothing to say. I mean, you take the risk, right? You take the risk for botting, so you're gonna get banned. The only thing that I could say if you get banned for botting is, just pray that you got banned during the time where there's a low player count. Every time there's a low player count, they don't permanent ban botters. They just give first time offense 15 days. But if they have a very high player count, like real player count, then botter is gonna get permanent ban. They're not gonna give you back your account. So it depends on the season. Currently the season is that there isn't a lot of real players, so they're not banning botters permanently. They give them 15 days. But with the new patch, they're getting back a little bit players back. So maybe they give out permanent bans. I don't know. I haven't seen any people who got banned recently. Mostly people got banned like 1 week or 2 weeks ago. Based on last week's data, it's 15 days. But I don't know what's today's data, right? I'm not to listen to. I don't break the rules. I'm not in these underground websites. I don't know how many people are getting banned. Yeah, there's like 5 members in 91 Bowl that got banned. Like 5 of them. Like, but they got banned. It's like it's their fault. They hire like whoever they hire decide to outsource the grinding season to Africa. That's their fault. Like you hired a guy who got lazy. No, there's a couple in our server in Arad as well. A couple Chinese people in Arad also got banned. That's because it's like all it takes is one Chinese studio. No, no, 91 people didn't get banned for botting. They got banned because they hire boosters, right? You know what's a booster? A booster is like you hire somebody to play on your account to grind manually. That's called a booster. However, what happens is like in China that it's called Chinese studios. It's called studios, right? There's like people whose full-time job is to grind on your account. That's called boosters. And in China, a group of these people is called a studio because it's one boss and then a bunch of workers. So that's why it's called a studio. Well, now well, the problem is one Chinese studio decided to outsource the studio work to Africans, like literally people in Africa, right? And they say a word that's like very offensive to YouTube in Chinese slang. I'm not gonna translate that because I will get banned in YouTube for translating that shit. But it's like very like offensive, right? But because they hire Africans, the method that they used to teach the Africans was using remote desktop and like team viewer and other remote desktop tools to train the Africans. So during the training method, the fact that they use remote desktop, this got picked up by Maplestory's automatic ban detection tools. And the TOS says you cannot use remote desktop. So all of them got caught. So they all got banned. That includes all of my Chinese friends who also hire boosters, right? It's because one Chinese studio outsourced the job to Africa and make a lot of money, like a fuck ton of money, and other Chinese studios copied. And because they copied, it caused a lot of people to go into like a price war, like a price hike. Like if you could advertise your service for cheaper, other whales wants to do it for cheaper, right? So now you pay the price for being cheap, and so all of them got banned. No, if you do pure Chinese grinder who didn't outsource, not you don't get banned. Um, my I have bishop friends, who's level 220. None of them got banned. That's because their studio did not outsource. No, no. If you're doing 8 hour shifts, you're not getting banned, dude. Like I have, dude. My account is also on 8 hour shift. Except instead of Chinese, mine's Indonesian. So, mine's is less quality, but mine's cheaper. But I'm safe. That's why I'm not 220. I'm not 220 because my quality is less than the Chinese. Like all my Chinese friends are 210 or maybe 220. They're low 220. The guy will fuck you money on 91 bull didn't get banned, and now he didn't get banned. But even one person, I mean maybe one person will fuck you money got banned. That's because like I said, right? This is not in their control. If the booster decides to outsource to Africa, you're gonna get banned. But if they didn't outsource, none of them get banned, right? Just like me, my booster did not outsource to Africa, so I didn't get banned, right? My friends whose studio did not outsource, he didn't get banned, right? I have plenty of Chinese friends whose level 220 did not get banned, but I also have plenty of Chinese friends whose level 210 got banned because the guy who he hired outsourced to Africa, so you got banned, right? It's just that simple, like, but it's not something that they can control, right? Like if I hire you to grind my character, like there's nothing preventing you from hiring Africans to outsource and you keep the profit, right? There's nothing I can do to stop you from doing that. Like you just do it. Like what can I do? Nothing I can do that. Does that make sense? And if you do outsource to Africa, you don't get banned. I don't know who in 91 Bowl got banned. I didn't care. I didn't ask. I just know five of them got banned. And I also know a bunch of my friends in Era, which is this server, also got banned. Right? I didn't care who got banned. It's not my business. So I didn't ask. Nor do I care. Right? I just know this is the situation. It's not false ban. They're all guilty. Like every single one of them is guilty. Like they admit they're guilty, right? And they're not making a fuss because they know they're wrong, right? What they are making a fuss is with the Chinese studios, because then when they hired the Chinese studios, the agreement was you play with your men, not with Africans, right? That's why they pay a lot of money to the Chinese because it's higher quality, it's higher standards. So they felt betrayed by the Chinese studios because they got fucked. That's a fuss that these whales needs to make with the Chinese studios, not with NXPC. NXPC just doing the job, like Nexon. I mean, Maplestory UN is just doing the job. You book the rules, you get banned. It's as simple as that. Can you get your money back if you're banned? Well, that depends on the agreement with the studio, right? If you pay a shitty ass studio who's very small and very cheap, well, the studio owner is not gonna care about you. It's shit out of luck. If you're paying for premium Chinese studio support, the studio boss will compensate you because that's his employee. His employee has one rogue. Like his employee is not supposed to outsource, and his employee was being fucking lazy and trying to like AFK and outsource the job to another person. Then the boss of the studio, will compensate you by paying for the exact price, the base price of their account. Right? This is normal, right? So that depends on who you hire. If you pay the premium price for studios, you're gonna get your money back. You mean your account? No, if you got banned, if it's a permanent ban, you're not gonna get shit. Your account is gone. No, if you got banned, your account is gone. If it's a 15-day ban, you will keep all your items. Uh, yeah. You might lose all your Nisos. Depends on the severity. If they think you bought it a lot, then they might wipe your Nisos. But like that's all they're gonna do. You keep your equipment. Like I've never seen anybody lost their equipment. But yeah, but like for permanent ban, you lost all your items permanently. But 15-day temporary, most of the time, most of them, you just get all your items back and your Nisos. They no change. It's just a 15-day timeout. You just can't play for 15 days. Yeah, if you play legit, you have to be fucking brain dead to get banned. Like you literally have to play like an African to get banned. Which there does exist. There's one chat. He played like an African and he got banned. He was complaining in chat, but I literally showed you guys what he did to get banned. I mean that's his fault. He played like an African. Like you deserve to get banned. My equipment? No, it's the same equipment as before. Just this. Light Lord Claw? No, I still have it. Do you want it? If you want it, I can sell it to you. Failing multiple capture get you banned. Yes, it will get you banned. Nah, I'm not doing lending. It's like I'm locking it. I'm not saying you will scam me, but it's possible. So I'm not gonna bother. It's too much effort, and it's like 10 days. I mean, in order for you to get a mushroom capture, you have to be playing like a bot to get that. I mean, you should be fine. Like you're gonna need to get like 4 hour plus jail time in order you're at risk of getting banned. I mean, if you fail once, it's not a big deal. But if you get up to 4 hours, you're kind of in the danger zone. Like I know people who got to the 6 hour mark, and you're gone. You're gonna get banned. Also, it's like if you fail captcha, you just become more likely to keep getting captchas for like a couple weeks. But it will reset. You're like a negative credit score, and then the system is just on you. Um, yeah, with after Holy Trinity is best for you to do 21% stat. That's like the best money value for a lot of low budget players. It's not 6 hour manual farm gets you banned. It's 6 hour jail time. You have to go to jail for 6 hours. And if you want to go to jail, just fail captcha, for like 5 times. You'll be 6 hours jail time. Like you really have to be like brain dead or neon user to go to jail for 6 hours. It's just not possible. Like a normal person is never going to jail as long as you know English, right? I know for some players, if you don't know English, like the ABCs, doing the captcha is very hard because if you don't recognize English letters and you get a captcha, it's very difficult for people to enter the letters that you can fail, right? But if you know English, like just recognize ABCD, you're not gonna fail. I mean, if you want to buy a chicken worth 12 mil, that's your money. There's nothing I can do for you. If you wanna waste it, just be my guest. How much does 15-20% stat usually cost? For 21% stat or 18% stat is base price times 50 black cubes for 21% stat. Yeah, just go by that. That's what you need to do. Base price 50% black cube. I mean, base price plus 50 black cube. Yeah, you could check the black cube price on the website. Yeah, yes, because I farm manual for 10 hours and I did not get any light detector. Yes, that's because you play like a normal person. You are normal. You're not a bot, and you don't play like an African. Normal people like us, we don't get light detector. Like we could only get light detector if somebody reported us, by pressing this button called light detector. Um, that's the only way we get it. Like the system does not give us light detector. If somebody else reported us, because they're mad that we stole their map. That's the only way. But a lot of these guys, they either play like a bot or they're AFKing and pressing the button, on their own keyboard, and then they get caught by the system. The system think they're botting, and they go to jail because they're actually not actually playing. They literally have like a key on their keyboard, like pressed constantly. Then they deserve it, right? Is it good to combine levels in a party? No, you have. This is a solo game. You do bosses solo, kill monsters solo. Now, the game does not consider you if you farm a long time. The game only considers you if you play like a bot. You have to play like an idiot. That is like that in itself is a skill. You have to. It's very difficult to play like an idiot. The only people who play like an idiot are boosters who never play the game and they're just treating this game like a job. They're the only people who plays like an idiot. Or like you don't understand anything about the game. You're just getting paid to press a button. Then they play like a bot. Like that's different. It's normal people is never gonna get caught. It's just not possible. Um, I know this because I hire Brazilians, Filipinos, Indonesians, Chinese. Like the same people who gets like caught by the system as a lie detector are the same people who doesn't play video games. Like they never play video games before. They're just taking this as a job. Like they just want to get paid, X amount of dollars per hour. These are the type of people who gets caught by the system because the system knows you don't play like a player. You play like a like a brain dead person who never played a video game before, or you play like a bot. Eh, So like you that's the I mean the system is working as normal. Yeah, exactly. They deserve it. What is next weapon for mage after Zakum? It's Fafnir. Yeah, you just get Fafnir. It's just more efficient.